Hello, in this video I will show you how to remove and replace the upper control arms on the Volkswagen and Audi cars that have the similar suspension. We can see here on the control arm that the bushing is out of the control arm, so that means it needs to be changed. First, we'll remove these plastic covers so that we can get to the bolts of the shock absorber. The shock absorber on top is held by 3 bolts, one there, one over there, and one in the rear. First, we need to remove the 3 bolts. Now that we've removed the bolts, we need to bring the whole suspension down. We're using transmission jack to put underneath the wheel, and we can bring the shock absorber and the whole suspension down. In order to bring the whole suspension down, first we need to remove the tie rod end because it's in the way, and then we need to loosen the control arms on the lower side of the suspension. First, we're gonna remove the tie rod end from the wheel hub assembly. If the video is useful, give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos like this. Now we're going to put the transmission jack underneath the wheel so that it holds the whole suspension, and we're gonna remove the bolt for the drive axle. Next, we're going to loosen the bolts holding the two control arms. We're gonna loosen them, or we're gonna remove them, so that the whole suspension can go down. Next, we need to remove this long bolt holding the two upper control arms. In my case, it's going a little bit forth and back. In some cases, it's jumped inside, so it's very hard to get it out. In my case, it's not that hard. I can take it out with a pneumatic gun. I'll try hitting it with a hammer a couple of times in order to get it out, and then I'm going to use the pneumatic gun to turn it both ways so that it clears its bed, and afterwards it can go in very easy. And that's the bolt out. I've put an elastic rope to hold the whole wheel hub to hold it close to the suspension. And next we're going to remove the twist rod. And now that we've removed a couple of things on other bolts that we've loosened, we can bring down the whole suspension. Just bring down the suspension on the transmission jack, and now we have access to the two bolts on the inside of the upper control arms. And now we're gonna remove the two bolts on the upper control arm. The two bolts on the control arms are removed on the inside. Now we need to remove the ball joints of the control arms. And that's the first control arm removed. Now we're gonna put on the new one. Now we're going to remove the second control arm and replace it with the new one. Next, we're going to lubricate the bit where the bolt goes, so that for next time it's not gonna be blocked inside. Now that the bolt is in, we need to tighten the bolts. The bolts on the other side of the controller, so we're not gonna be tightening them yet because we need to lift up the whole suspension in order to tighten the bolts. Next, we will lift up the whole suspension so that the shock absorber sits in its place. Afterwards, we're going to put the bolts on the shock absorber on top. And now we're going to put the 3 bolts on the shock absorber. Now we're going to start assembling everything in the reverse order. We're only going to put the bolts on everything that we have removed, and we're going to tighten them when we lift the whole suspension up. I'm lifting the suspension up right now with the transmission jack, and once it's lifted, I can tighten all the bolts. I can start from the top, the 2 bolts, then the 2 bolts on the lower control arms, the twist rod. If we don't tighten them while it's up, if we tighten them while the suspension is down, the bushings are going to fail very quickly because they'll be under pressure all the time when driving. And that's everything almost done. Thank you for watching.